Hey, welcome back to HostiFi. My name's Alex, and today we're looking at the official Starlink Travel Case. Purchase this on the official Starlink shop, link is in the description down below. This costs $250 in the US and about £243 here in the UK. So I've got my Starlink dish set up, it's all inside the box here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to assemble everything in its specific place and show you what the inside looks like. But first of all, who is the Starlink Travel Case for? Well, because you can use Starlink on the road, I recently did a trip in a camper van and I used the Starlink dish. Unfortunately, I didn't have the case at this specific time. It was delayed from SpaceX. However, I can see this being a very useful thing if you are camping, because getting good mobile coverage and internet Wi-Fi coverage out in camping locations is quite tricky sometimes. So having the ability to use Starlink and get very, very fast broadband and internet wherever you are, it's a no-brainer really. So this is a backpack, and yes, you can use Starlink at a residential address, at a business address, but a lot of people use them on the go. So we've got the old school portability mode. You've got RV. You've also got the roam plan. So I've got the roam plan attached to my Starlink dish here. We're going to look what's inside this case, and also again how to assemble everything inside. So first of all, it's quite a nice construction, quite very firm plastic. Everything seems very well made. We've got a handle on the top here that says Starlink on there. It isn't rated for weatherproof or waterproof, but there is a good effort here to have a rubber seal on all the zips. And the zips are very, very chunky as well. As I mentioned, there is a backpack. It's got a backpack as well, so there's some padding there for your back. And these are all adjustable and you can clip them in if you are carrying this on the go. So got two big zips here, so we're going to undo the entire case and see what's inside. So undo the zip like that. And I have got it upside down. So first thing to remember is that the backpack portion is basically the lid. So open it up like that. We've got this styrofoam material inside. Everything seems very well made. They've done a good job here, and I would imagine so based on the price. So let's have a look inside. So I've got my Starlink dish set up here. So we're going to pry that out. It is very much a snug fit inside. So we're going to get rid of that. Pop that over to there. So inside there's this mouse pad sort of material, very nice material here to protect the back of the Starlink from all the sharp metal things inside. So got the cross section of the Starlink stand, so that has to be pushed all the way down inside. But we're going to try and get that back out again, which I haven't done up until now. So there we go, it's pretty easy to do. Make sure you don't damage the styrofoam, it's quite important. Put that over there. So they come with two of these nice cloth bags, like silk material. One of those is for the main cable itself, also the power cable as well, and then the Starlink router. So this confused me a little bit as it went in, but it took a little bit of getting going. So as I mentioned, inside there's this very well designed styrofoam, sort of polystyrene material. It doesn't look like it's going to deform or get dented in any way. Seems quite a good construction, seems very solid. So as I mentioned, everything is set out in a way for you to put everything in its own specific place. So we're going to reassemble the whole package itself. So we've got the Starlink router, no cables connected when you put it back in. So you can see we've got an indentation for the router itself. So we pop that in front side first, slot it down. It will sort of catch the styrofoam there, but it's not too bad. Also got the bags, so got these nice silk bags. So the Starlink main cable gets disconnected from the dish. I didn't realize that until recently, that the actual cable does come out of the dish. So I'll have a close look at that in another video. So that bag has got the cable wrapped in it. So that goes down in this section here, nice and secure, so it's not going to get in the way of anything. We've got the mains power cable for the router. So I've got a UK edition, obviously. Doesn't seem to cause any problems being that size, because the mains plug for this country is a bit bigger. So that goes down just there. And then the stand itself. So it took me a little while to get used to it as it went in, but it goes all the way down inside the case. Otherwise this dish will not sit flush. So if you push it all the way down, and then you'll see that there's a good probably inch between the top of the styrofoam and the stand. The last thing to do is put this little cover on over the top. Sits like that, and then the mast of this dish will go inside. It's very important to mention that when you're doing this, that the Starlink itself is in the stow position. So once you're finished using the Starlink, wherever you are, It's very important to put the Starlink back in its stow position. So you go in the app and you can slide across the stow on the app, and then the dish will sort of electrically move down. So very, very important that you do that. There is also some other ways that you can do it, but we won't get into that just now. So last thing to do is put the mast through the hole, down inside the case, and then you'll see that it sits extremely flush, probably about 1 mil between the top of the styrofoam and this top. That's all done. And you can put the lid back on top, and then we zip it all back up together, and that is pretty much it. So, and you can wear it like a backpack. Very, very comfortable to use, and it sort of protects the Starlink if you are camping or using a camper van or RV. So what do we think about this Starlink travel case? Well, if you are going to travel with the Starlink dish, again, highly recommended that you do so if you are camping and you've got the facility to power something like this, but it is quite an expensive price. So $250 in the US, £243 in the UK. There are other alternatives. You could get flight cases for equipment like instruments or computers and things. There are other options you can do, but this is custom made by SpaceX, by Starlink themselves, so it is going to be designed for the Starlink dish. If the protection of the device is very important to you, because it is quite an expensive device, the Starlink, then definitely check out the Starlink official travel case. You can get it from shop.starlink.com, log in with your account, and you can purchase all sorts of accessories from the Starlink roof mounts to this case itself. If you want to learn more about HostiFi, we do hosting for Unify, UISP, and TP-Link Armada. Check out hostify.com for all your hosting needs. If you've got a project that you need help with, check out HostiFi Pro at hostify.com/pro. We can help with anything from Starlink, Unify, and all other Ubiquiti devices. If you need any help with the HostiFi server, contact our team at support@hostify.com, and one of the team will get back to you very soon. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Alex, and we'll see you again next time.